Hey y'all, this is Jasmine
and Gigi, and we're here to spill the tea on what we see in OKC.
So grab your favorite drink, sit back, and take a big sip because it's OKC tea time. Welcome to our first episode. So everybody, welcome to, we should clink.
Yes.
OKC tea time. Yay.
And then I believe these are apple teenies.
Yeah, that's what the bottle said that you made together. So it technically is one because you followed the instructions.
Yes.
They're so good and green and Christmassy.
So that is our drink of the day.
Yeah, that's what we're sipping on for our tea today. And I guess for our first episode, I think we should talk about kind of what the premise of this will be.
Yes.
But also, I think the thing that starts it for me is definitely food.
Oh, yes.
And restaurants and bars. That's kind of what I want to do the podcast for. So I say this first one, we should talk about our favorite places to go, to eat, and to vibe in OKC.
Yes. So I want to talk about first, before we get into all the restaurants and stuff, is the reason we wanted to start this podcast. And it is, I'm going to, give the credit where credit's due, where Jasmine's idea.
Oh, she's too kind. It's just an idea that I've always had because I feel like in other cities and even nationally for others, they do stuff about where they're from. And even though the politics and kind of the way it is here in Oklahoma does suck, I still am proud to be from here because there's so much good food, there's so many amazing people, and that's what I want to highlight. Because I think diversity is one of the best parts about Oklahoma, and it just doesn't get highlighted the way that it should.
And on social media even more.
Yeah.
And I feel like every time I think we've seen everything, but we haven't.
No,
There's so
something
many
new coming up
things.
every day. And I feel like now more than ever, restaurants are so creative. People are doing so much fun things. It's about time Oklahoma City got a little sunshine on it.
It's getting culturally better, I think.
For sure.
We're involving more people in.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It's about time.
Yeah, right. And then, like how it was back then, there wasn't much of anything.
No, I feel like it was mostly chain restaurants.
Yes.
And now we're finally not only do we have so many options, the options are getting good now. Things have been here for a few years that are finally
Because teenage Gigi was like, oh my God, I love Chili's.
Same. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, I love Starbucks. This is the best coffee I've ever had in my life.
Turns out it's not good.
It's not that good when you start trying real food and things.
I forgot the place, so we went to a place. Let's actually start with coffee.
Yeah.
Because I went to a place in Edmond. Oh, it's gonna bother me that I don't remember what it's called, but it had the best coffee, and it had coffee from France and stuff.
Maybe it was Clarity Coffee.
No, it wasn't Clarity.
Clarity's another bomb one.
But Clarity is great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I recently went to, in the Asian district, HQ Coffee. Have you seen that? So it used to be formerly Bun Box is what it was called. And I think it's the same owners of Lee's, I believe, Lee's Sandwiches. So I think that they still do some of the Bun Box food in it.
I didn't realize they changed.
Mm-hmm. It's the same spot. Now it's HQ Coffee. And you know how I am with ube. They have an ube latte.
I need to try this.
And it's so good.
Oh
They
my
have
God.
gochujang latte, black sesame. It's extremely much like that Asian district. So Asian inspired, but so good. It's savory and coffee.
It's on my list.
It's so good.
And
Their
then-
matcha is bomb too.
Oh gosh. And then of course any boba place in the Asian district.
Oh yeah, no
is
wrong
bomb.
answers. Went to 10 Below too. I didn't get a boba drink, but they have a huge drink menu and stuff, but all of their little food was so good there too. But HQ Coffee, since we're on coffee, that's a new one that opened up just in 2024, and it is so good.
And I love Perez.
Yes.
They've recently made it to where you can just scan a QR code at the
Oh, I didn't know this.
that way you don't have to stand in a long line. And I think people didn't read the signs.
Yeah, to
So
go
they're,
order at your
standing in line. So I
table.
was like, nah, I'm not
Not doing that. A fancy one that we went to, Gilded Acorn. Have you seen the stuff for that cafe? It's right next to that Tellers and First National Bank. It's the little cafe to the side of it. I wish they would do an order at your tables thing because that was my one complaint was the wait, but the food and the coffee was so good. They have
to go.
yeah, they have a whole gelato thing, and then they have French pastries, and then you can order brunch and coffee and all that, and it was so good.
Brunch day.
Yeah, absolutely we can. And it's beautiful in there. I think First National is becoming really gorgeous.
I know, I want to go there and visit the vault.
I haven't been in the vault part yet. I want to do that too.
because they did for Halloween the little bloodbath
Yes, you're right. It looks so
but
cool.
it was just too busy. October was
It
really
was.
busy. Every
October is
month has been
crazy.
busy this year.
I know this year has been busy, I feel like. It's been crazy for
It's
both of
going
us.
by too fast.
That's okay. 2025, we're gonna start this bad boy out and we're gonna have so many options for everybody to hear about.
And we're definitely gonna check out everything.
As much as we possibly can, for sure, because we are both people
Asterisks.
that like love to eat, we love to drink, and that's just so, ugh, it's so many options now, and it's so right.
Yes. So I am gonna start too. So I have an autoimmune disease called Hashimoto's, and it'll be really fast, I promise.
Take all the time you need. You let them know.
But it's pretty much an autoimmune disease that attacks your thyroids, and apparently the number one thing to do is to not have gluten. So a lot of the stories I'm gonna have is gonna be focused more on like supporting my gluten sensitivity. But nothing against restaurants that do have gluten,
Right,
right?
because I will eat there. So you guys can call
Yes.
me. But
Just
I really,
live through her as she eats gluten.
yes,
I
I
do
feel
miss
like
gluten.
more places are starting to get gluten-free, more places are starting to do dairy-free and that kind of thing, but it is still abysmal. And I think that'll be good about this podcast too. We can find more options for people with those dietary
Yes.
restrictions too.
Make suggestions because like
Yeah, we want to hear suggestions.
definitely a lot of restaurants have a separate menu for gluten free and I don't
Weird.
understand why and I won't know until after.
It is strange.
So it's always a risk for me. The only place has been Madair. Definitely
I was
have
about
to
to say we're gonna start off with our favorite one.
went there
Ma Dare
recently too
is so
again.
good. Ugh. I now that I'm at Pie Junkie all the time, I just see it and I'm like, I shouldn't.
Look away.
I can't. But the days they have that like Lao dog, the sausage hot dog,
Oh,
so good.
that sounds really good.
But you said when you went to Ma Dare, like pretty much everything on their menu is gluten-free, right?
Yes, everything except for one appetizer.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. It was really funny because my cousin took me for my birthday, and we had a double date basically, and she just got married. Congrats, Jisa.
Yeah, Gisa.
And it was funny because she's looking at the rice. She goes, "This one says glutinous rice. You can't have rice." I'm
Uh,
like, "No, it just means it's fluffy and sticky
it's yeah,
rice."
sticky rice.
That's a thank you for looking out for
But thank you, yeah, thank you for being a good eye.
glutinous rice.
Hey, I mean, you've got to be. I'm the same way when it comes to making sure you can have food that you
No,
can eat. I'm
appreciate
like,
it.
here's the pictures. Here's, I also have the picture of the, like, what do you need? Can
No,
you
I
eat
love
here?
you for that.
It's what you
Definitely.
deserve. It's the least we could do. Everybody should have food.
Hopefully in the future there's some sort of, I don't know, cure or
Something.
something.
I think it's getting better. Like, even I saw Honey Bunny as having like gluten-free
Yes.
options and stuff like that
We can
too.
talk about Honey Bunny. So I tried their gluten-free biscuit.
Yes, how was
It
it?
was just really dense. It doesn't taste bad. It
Just
was just
didn't.
like a dense, almost gummy kind of
I
feeling
think
of a
when they start
biscuit.
to use, yeah, you want it
And
to be crumbly, not sticky.
yeah, I want it to be soft, but not like so dense and gummy. So it was
Mhm.
like a little sad.
I know. What other places have you gone for like gluten-free brunch?
Uh, Definitely Cafe Antigua.
Oh my gosh, Cafe Antigua
Because
is so good.
a lot of stuff is just naturally gluten free,
Yeah.
and
Is
like
that similar with Cafe Cacao as well?
yes,
I love cacao.
the oh my gosh, we just talked about this too. But I know like the corn tortillas they're made from scratch,
Yeah, they're all made
delicious.
every
And
day.
I know we can buy it in bulk.
Yeah, Cafe Cacao. Could
Yeah,
you
we
like, can you just give me a week's worth of chilaquiles so I can meal
back.
prep them myself?
Yes,
Please.
please.
They're so, so tasty.
And pupusas are naturally gluten
Oh,
free,
I
and
didn't
those are
know
really
that. Is it
good.
because they're made with corn flour too?
Yes.
I had no
So at
idea.
least I can have
Hell,
pupusas.
so it's still
Oh my
good.
god.
It's so good.
Yes, just
Nice.
all the options that where you can just switch out the flour, which I miss flour tortillas,
Of
but
course.
making it work. What
Hmm.
else is in there on that?
Yeah, a vegetarian place that I love that had a couple gluten-free options was Red Cup. I feel like Red Cup
Yes,
breakfasts and
we
probably
went
really
there
breakfast,
recently.
lunch, desserts, all of it is so, so good. And I'm not a vegetarian or
I'm not
anything, but
either.
honestly, I never complain there. The only thing I get is the real egg, but I love eggs are my favorite food.
No, I think did I end up getting that too?
I think you
Yeah.
did too, and I let you know
I
you
was
could sub,
I was
which is
trying to get it.
good. Yeah, I was like,
Yes.
I want the real
I
egg,
like
but
eggs, y'all. I'm
me
sorry. I mean, I
too.
like tofu too.
Yeah, I do love tofu as well, but if it's breakfast, I want an egg. I want an
Uh,
egg.
Favorite places for breakfast.
Ooh, I really, really love Neighborhood Jam. Neighborhood Jam is so good. I've been to both the Midtown location. It's so beautiful. Love that one too. And the North Side one,
Yeah, I don't think
similar.
I've been, but I think I've seen pictures
They're
and
both
it's really
so,
good.
whoever's designing Neighborhood Jam, keep it up. It's so bright in there. The big tables are awesome. I never feel squeezed in like other places. It's so good.
Oh, where else? You know, Cafe Antigua, the
Hmm.
diner.
Yes. Ugh, a
Love the
Norman
diner.
shout out. Yes.
And I think they had gluten-free pancakes.
I could see that for
I
Norman for
think,
sure.
maybe.
Syrup's another one near there. I don't know if they do
Yes.
anything gluten-free, but I do love their waffles.
I mean, if there's eggs
Yeah, I
and
can make, and
meat
potatoes,
and
I can make it
potatoes,
work. Yeah,
yes.
if they're potatoes, I can make it
I'm
work.
like, yes, please. Now I'm hungry.
I know, that's,
Every time we talk about food.
what food are you thinking of eating today?
Oh man, I don't know. I saw a lot of videos, TikToks of tacos.
Ooh, okay, let's talk about local tacos then.
Mr. Dollar, of course.
Mr. Dollar
My
all
OG.
day. Yes, I'm an El Rey girl through and through because it's just right by here, but they're also all over.
Oh,
So I
that's on my
love an
list to
El
try next
Rey.
because I don't think I've tried it.
Oh gosh, it's so good. They're actually really great for breakfast too. They're
Okay.
so good. And then I really like the golden burrito for breakfast. If you can find any of their trucks out,
Yes, I
it's
know you're
so
talking about that.
good.
Because was it good breakfast burritos?
They do some lunch ones too, but you'll like in the gas station, like you'll see it at On Q or in 7-Eleven, just that yellow truck, and you're like, I have to pull over. I have to go get a
It's
burrito.
time.
And they're here and I'm here. That just beckons to me in the morning.
I miss breakfast
I
burritos
know, that'd be
so
so
much.
hard. I wish they would do like tacos so they could do them in corn, but I
Yeah.
think they do burritos because it's like the truck bed. They just
They
fill that
make
up.
breakfast tacos at home.
Same.
They, eh.
It doesn't hit the same
No.
sometimes. I get
They just
that.
have that magic touch at those taco trucks, man.
Right, it is. It's the old ovens and the old grills and stuff. It's just so good.
Yeah, and not love, just their love for food. I
Yeah,
could feel it in our
I
tummy.
do. Yes. We also went to another sit-down Mexican place near here called Calacas. It's that
Oh,
I think it's like that Frito Cola blue color, kind of like purpley indigo. If you see it, it's really, really pretty, and their food was so, so good.
okay. On my list.
Yeah, just right around here. It was so tasty, a little hole-in-the-wall Mexican
Kind of in
place.
that area, right, where it's more like
Yeah.
Hispanic.
Yeah, I live right near like three Mexican grocery stores. Like it's the best. I love it.
Mexican grocery stores are so good.
So good. And then they'll have like a taqueria in them. So I'm like, I can just grab lunch here and do groceries. It's a win. It's
And
a
it's just
win.
like so quiet, like in a
Yeah.
good way,
Yeah,
like
very
compared to going
chill.
to like a Walmart.
Way more chill than a Walmart by far. You
Like,
can place a tamale order in one of those. You can't get tamales in Walmart.
oh man, I want a
I know
tamale.
now that it's Christmas, it's tamale time. And you could have them because of the cornmeal.
Yes, I can have
Perfect. I'll
tamales.
have to get my mom to make you some extra.
Yes, please, because Abel wants tamales for Christmas.
Okay, I could see what I can
Okay,
do.
okay.
My mom
What
does
kind
a
of
ton
tamale?
of Mexican food. So she usually does like rojo pork. Sometimes we'll do chicken ones, usually with green sauce or the red
Okay,
sauce too.
I'm a green sauce girl.
Yeah, or she'll just do like fajita veggies and stuff in there too.
Yeah,
Yeah, just a classic one.
no, definitely. I'm willing to pay for that.
No, my mom is much like me. She's like, no, I just want you to be fed. Take the
Just
food.
looking up how to make them, I'm like, we don't have the
It's
kitchen
so,
space.
yeah, it's so difficult. I tried to do them here once and it's like, oh, I need a pot that's like the size of my stove. And I'll
Yeah.
just go to my mom's where she already has all the stuff.
Well, and she probably just like can do it blind, like just
Oh
like
yeah, by this point in time,
or
for sure.
blindfolded, sorry.
No, she probably could do it either way, honestly.
Oh man. Okay.
Hmm.
What else?
Ooh, speaking of other family food, I got to go to your aunt's restaurant with you. You had that perfect sit down with all of us
So
there.
if you guys haven't been, my auntie Gemma opened up a restaurant in Midwest City called
Mhm.
Na Gemma's. And the thing with the name is we speak Ilocano, so it's a different dialect of Filipino language. It's not Tagalog. And from what she explained, Na Gemma means delicious. And her name is Gemma. So
It's
that's
so
the name
cute.
of the
I think that's so cute.
restaurant.
When you told me that, I was like, oh, no wonder. Like, that's
And
perfect.
I know no one will probably get it right away, but that's the story.
Because my brain is like, oh, it's Najima's, like, her name's Jima, so it's her restaurant.
And as long as you're going there and you want to try Filipino food, highly recommend.
So
She
good.
loves cooking for everyone.
Our table, I feel like she just kept bringing food to us too. And even when we were like, me and my husband were on our way out, and she was like, "Did you guys get dessert?" Like everything was so good.
That
I
was the
still think of
only
that
thing she had
adobo.
buffet flan. She's
Tell her to bring it back for me. That ube flan, I took it home and I was like crying into my couch. It was so good.
and it's weird. As a kid, I didn't like flan, and so I think that was my first time in a long time. As an
Really? Oh,
adult,
I'm a huge flan person.
and then I was like, "Oh, this is good."
So good. Well, I think maybe for hers, like the ube made it a little thicker than normal flan for some reason.
I think you're
Maybe
right.
because of the texture of it,
Well, I tried the
because it wasn't
regular
as
one.
jiggly.
I tried the regular one she makes that's not ube flavored, and that's
It's
great too.
I need to come back for the regular one
Yeah,
because she had the ube one on the menu and I had to. Everyone around us was getting all the halo halo,
yeah.
and I was like, I need something purple too.
Well, I think in the halo halo they put like bits of flan in it too, but I'm okay
Ugh,
with a huge thing of
yes. Oh, she would give it to me in
delicious.
the full cake. Ugh. Ugh.
Because of
But I
that.
still think of that pork adobo, and it's even better the next day. Like it was
Yes,
so
you
good.
can't go wrong with adobo.
Never.
You want to be adventurous, Sinigan's my favorite.
And she let me try it. But I like stuff with blood in it. Like I like pho with
Oh,
blood.
that's Dinagon.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sinigang is the sour and it has a lot of pork and vegetables in it.
Oh, the girl across from me got that one. Okay.
Yeah, that
Yes.
one was really, really good.
Everybody at our table, which was great, as everybody was trying everybody's foods. We all like tried to get different food for each
You want
other.
to try this? You want to try
Yes,
this?
yes. And I finally got to try beef lumpia for the first time
Yeah, that's
there.
right.
I
We
had
talked
never
about
had it
that.
with beef, and it was so
I didn't realize
good.
that a lot of people just like pork, and I'm used to the beef. I like pork too.
Yes,
I just
yeah.
grew up with more beef.
Which
Beef
is so,
lumpia.
I feel like I would have pork ones at yours sometimes, but who
Yeah.
knows? At your house growing up, I was just so happy to be fed.
My mom makes the fat lumpias.
They're almost like, I thought they were egg rolls when I was a kid growing up.
Oh, some egg rolls.
They're
She's like, I
so
call them
big.
lumpia. I didn't realize
Yes.
that was like the name for it. I was like, oh, okay.
They're so good though.
No.
But I like how your aunt made like the small one. I did like that better too.
Yeah, they're the skinny ones are lumpia Shanghai. So that's what it's called. So I guess there's
Yes.
like different types of lumpia.
Yeah, I mean it's similar to tacos too. Like different
Yeah.
regions do different things.
Makes me think of taquitos.
Hmm.
Is there a place that does homemade taquitos?
Actually, right around the corner from here, there's Taquitos Feliz. We've
Oh,
gone there a few times. It's really good. Their chicken ones are good.
oh, that sounds really good right now.
Yes,
I
they're
bet
good.
that's corn tortilla, right? Usually. Is it?
Usually, yeah, I think so.
Okay, what do we have next?
Do we want to keep on Asian food?
We just love Asian
I
food.
do love, well, I just love not American food usually.
No, seriously, same. I mean, other than like the occasional pizza burger craving,
Yeah,
it's typically like I want to try something
yeah,
that's
I either
not
want
that.
Mexican food or I want an Asian sort of food.
I
Ooh, we could talk about
yes,
ramen.
I almost said pho,
Oh,
but
we
I
can go there
like
next. We can
like
go there
ramen
next.
first.
We can talk about soup all day.
But there's so many, and I haven't been to all of them. It's mainly Goro and
Mm-hmm.
Tamashi.
Mm-hmm.
And Tamashi was the first,
I think Tamashi was the
and then
first.
Goro was second.
Yes, I think you're correct.
Like,
Don't quote us on that.
yeah. Oh no.
But all I know is they're both delicious, but I do like Tamashi a little bit more because of that garlic one, the niniku. If
Yes.
you put
Garlic parm.
6 kinds of garlic in a thing, I know it's for me.
I mean, who doesn't love garlic though?
But I want like to be offensive. I always get extra of the crunchy one on top too because I love their garlic.
Uh,
But I do love Goro. They're
yeah,
so tasty. I feel like Goro does more fun like bar drinks and stuff like that
that
too.
is true. Like I had the little, I went there for my birthday, so I
Yeah.
had a fish bowl. I was
Oh, I
like,
saw that picture. It
yeah,
was so cute.
that's my profile photo right now.
It's so
I
cute.
was like, can I take this? You're like, no. I'm like, dang it.
Darn. I bet it's my
So
birthday.
funny. Like, can I take it to go? Like, no. I'm
No.
like, okay, let me
Okay.
check this.
Okay. Oh well, I'm going
It
to
was
sleep so
delicious.
soundly later tonight.
I'm glad it's walking distance for where we live because I live in Paseo.
Yes.
So, but it was delicious. They had a gluten-free option. So I did have it when I was allowed to have gluten, and it was delicious. And I miss ramen. I miss instant
Of
ramen.
course. Oh
Like
yeah, that is the
the Korean
best.
ramen.
Yeah,
Instant
like the
ramen,
bulldog
please.
noodles. Yeah, those are so
Bulldog
good.
too, please. I
Yeah.
miss it so much. But they had it was like a glass noodle for
I
them.
was about to ask you, how do they do the gluten-free
So it's
there?
not the same because ramen you want that bite,
Yeah,
right?
you want like a almost
And this
chewier noodle.
yeah, so it's not the same to me. I mean, I'm glad they had the option.
Nice.
And the vegetarian was the only bowl that was truly gluten free. But I was
Oh,
like, I don't mind vegetarian. Like I want like the
I want the meat.
spicy
Yeah.
and the meat. So they said they'll add spicy miso and then pork belly and then it was with the glass noodles and I added an
Perfect.
egg. And it was
Yes.
delicious, but it's
Yes.
still not the same.
Yeah.
I'll find an
That is
alternative
hard. We will.
eventually.
We will. We'll find one.
But if anyone's looking for a gluten-free alternative for ramen, you can
Go
probably
Rose
try
the spot.
it.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
Hmm. Good to try there. Although I really love Paseo too. So much good food there. I love
I've been there
Oso.
for so long, I don't think we've tried everything.
Oh, you have to like Picasso is so good
Yeah, Picasso's my
too.
go-to for sure. If
Yes.
anyone ever asks like where should we, I'm like
Picasso
Picasso.
Cafe.
You just
Every
have to.
time. It's so right.
It's also great for brunch as well, and
Yes.
really good drinks. And everyone, like every server I've had,
So
different
nice.
flavors. Yeah, everyone's so nice.
Everyone's so sweet.
And they're always good with suggestions or what you should try. Like
Hmm.
nothing, they're not bothered by
Yeah,
anything.
everyone's always in a good mood there.
It's a great atmosphere, and it's really
Yes.
pretty on the inside.
It is.
And they kept a lot of some of the old school, like whatever was probably built in
Yeah.
originally.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely the original layout of whatever that building was
So I'm glad.
before.
I like when businesses do that and like completely tear things
Yeah,
down,
I
keeping
agree.
that history of
There's that
locations.
nail place off of 23rd that's in the milk bottle. Like, I love that. Keep that Brahms stuff
I remember
forever.
seeing the listing for that. I think Lacey posted it on
Yes, I
Facebook
remember that too.
before it was taken over, and I didn't realize how big it was
Yeah, it's
inside
huge in
there.
there. It's
It
the
looks
whole
so
little triangle
tiny.
building.
On the outside, it looks so tiny.
Yeah. I haven't had my nails done there, but I've heard it is always really cute and really fun
I
in
think
there.
when I tried, they were like booked.
Yeah, I do always hear that they're booked out, but
So
that's
like,
a good
yeah,
thing.
no,
I love that
right.
that tiny spot is
I love they
full up.
kept it. They didn't
Yes.
get rid of the milk bottle or anything
Or
like
the outside of
yeah,
it still looks like the same brick. I love it.
and kept the name basically as
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah, it is milk nails. You're right.
It's awesome. That's a great idea.
It's so good.
What else? Okay, in that area, because I love pho.
Hmm.
So we were talking about our OG pho place would have to be Pho Quang.
Oh yeah, Pho Kuang is the one.
But then definitely Pho Lien Hao.
Lean How is so
Yeah.
good.
And they're off of 23rd and there's a second place in Edmond.
Hmm.
So, which I'm glad. I don't know. Does anyone know the place on 23rd if they take card now? It used to be cash
I don't
only.
know. I feel like a lot of them are still only
But
cash.
the one in Edmond, their
They
second
take
hotel, they
card.
take card.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
if it ain't broke,
That's fine.
they're
I'm
like,
like, if I
we
have
only do
cash.
cash at this one. Only cash at this location.
Buffington, right? The Blue Sky
Yes.
House, and then they've recently upgraded. And um, funny story about that too was when I was there, they were like, I was checking out and paying my bill, and they're like, "Is this your name, Gigi Victoria?" I'm like, "Well, like I'm married now, so."
But my card is still, yeah.
They're like, "Do you remember me?" I'm like, "No." Like we were next door neighbors. We grew up together. We went to the elementary school. We used to walk to the school. I was like, "No." I was like, "Yeah." And then like went to show me to his mom in the back. And
So sweet.
I'm like, "Oh my God, this is my favorite pub place." And I had
And
no
you've been
idea.
here all along.
Go here all the time.
That's so sweet, though. I love that. And that's how you know it's good, too, because that just proves that that family has been there in Oklahoma at least 20
Yeah.
years.
And I didn't realize like if you look on the walls how many times they've been on Food Network
Yeah, they do have all those things up. It's
and
so, so good.
Discovery Channel, I think. And
Yeah,
like I'm like, holy crap.
it's one of the best. It's so,
It's
so good.
uh,
And I love pho Limois because they'll do delivery. And I love to get pho delivered to my house on like a cold, rainy day.
it's definitely when I'm not feeling well and I
Yeah.
can't go
Or
out.
even, it's not even if I'm not feeling well, if I'm just the slightest bit sad and it's cold, I'm like, I'm ordering soup and the soup's gonna come to my house.
I have to have it like once a month. Probably
Yeah,
more than that.
probably
Probably
more than,
every week if I
I
want
hope I
it to.
never know how much ramen and pho I've never get
I
paid
tried
for.
making it. It's
It doesn't
hard.
hit the same.
It's hard.
I've even tried where I've like done it in like the Instapot to try to get like the
Yeah,
bone
that's what I
broth.
did
It's
too.
just not the same.
No. It's just go support a
I need to
local
just pay the
Vietnamese
Vietnamese
family.
grandma to feed me because she'll really love me.
Definitely love Korean food too.
Love girl. Oh my gosh. Have you been to Sol Pocha yet?
Not yet.
I love Soul Pocha so
I want
much
to
off of
go.
23rd Street as well. They're so, so good. That corn cheese where they come and put it on fire in front of you at your
That
table.
sounds delicious.
Yes, and they do that thing where they have karaoke and but it's the
Yeah.
individual rooms, which I prefer
I
so
want
much
to do that
more.
so bad.
We got to do it for some friends. It was a lot of fun. It's just so great to be in there. And then they come in and they have like a spinning wheel of prizes
What?
too.
That's
So if you rent
cool.
a room, they'll let you like spin it and you could get like a free round of shoju shots or a beer or
What?
something.
Hell
But
yeah.
it's so, so good there.
And then just the amount of K-dramas I watch, you want Korean food so much.
They do that thing where like K-dramas are on this TV, music video, K-pop stars are dancing on this screen. Like it's just so good.
You try to dance with them. You're
Oh,
like,
you know I will.
you're
I'm
doing
doing the
it.
little dances. I'm definitely doing it.
Definitely probably way better than I am.
I do like a little dancey dance. I think it's because I was that person who watched music videos in the like early 2000s like, okay, Britney Spears, I can do that dance too, like in front of my TV.
No, I think I would try and just like be too shy. I definitely was a shy kid growing up.
Growing up, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Nope, nope, right now too.
That's okay. That's why I like. I think we're really good at that because you're the quiet one and I'm the I can't even say loud. I'm the screeching one. I'm the screeching and cackling one. I saw a little meme that was like, "You may not see me coming, but you will hear me." Like it's me. It's me.
I mean, I think I'm better than how I was because I
Yes.
was known as the kid who couldn't talk.
Yeah, you
Like,
were when I met you in middle school and stuff, you were very quiet, but you were always like you had cool clothes, you were always drawing cool art. You were one of the only people that had like Sailor Moon stickers. I was like, I'm gonna make this girl my friend. I don't know what I have to do.
meanwhile, I was like, you look like Fifi Dobson.
And I
You
did,
want
yeah,
to
with
be
my
my
little
friend?
short hair.
I was like obsessed with like her and like Teen Vogue and just
Yeah.
like all of that,
I
and
was,
then
and I was
emo
obsessed with her
dances.
because I loved like Hayley Williams. Like if you were a girl and you were a rocker, I loved you. So she was a black girl rocker. It was
Yes,
done for me.
I was
I
just
think
like,
Fifi Dobson is probably one of the, well, I started playing bass because of Tina Marie, like the
I
Prince
forgot that you
person.
played
Yes,
bass.
I
Oh
was
my
obsessed. Remember, I was
gosh.
in that Fall Out Boy cover band and I did the talent show.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Bringing back
I was
memories.
so lame. I still am, but I'm
You're not
cringe, but I'm
lame.
free.
I'm still like shocked that people said we were popular. I'm
Yeah,
like,
when people tell us that we were cool, I'm like,
I'm like
we
what?
were in Hot Topic shirts and skinny, skinny,
Well,
skinny little jeans.
mainly Ross for me, like some Hot Topic.
Yeah, honestly, that's true. A lot of
Some
TJ
people say
Maxx.
only Ross. I'm
Yeah, a
like,
lot. Oh,
okay,
but when they would do those 2 for 20 shirts at Hot Topic, I would be like, Mom,
please.
I need to get this Fall Out Boy shirt. I need this My Chemical Romance shirt. Like, you have to hear me out.
And those rubber
Oh,
bracelets and
yeah.
the stud
Oh, I
studded
was
belt.
the sweatbands. I was more of the
I
sweatbands and
just
the
like the
jellies.
bracelet. Yeah, I like the jellies.
I don't know why. I was like the bands, or I would get the studded bands. Why? For what? And I would get them from them to match my stupid studded belts.
So, okay, I got the studded belt and then I had a little
For
guitar necklace.
what? Yeah, I had like basses and stuff. I was obsessed. Piano shirts, like why? For what?
And then we got the bangs. Insert
Still, I was
photo
like,
here.
oh yeah. Oh, Gigi is terrible because she had like those cool MacBook ones, so we would take just hours of selfies.
Listen, it's because I made you the coolest crown for the Gaga
You
concert.
did. Well, we were doing those selfies before, but you did make me the coolest Lady
We did
Gaga one.
really cool.
We did.
Well,
Those were our best photo
your
shoots.
definition of cool photos at the
They
time.
are cool. I stand by them. I'm cringe, but I'm free. I stand by it. We look so cool.
I don't know if my MySpace still exists. It's probably on there. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even know my MySpace anymore either.
It's
But we'll have to do a concerts episode.
yes,
But
that'll be nice.
that Lady Gaga concert, I was on the floor. We planned to get there at 9 a.m. So I knew that Lady Gaga would see me. So I was like,
Yes.
I have to look good. Gigi, can you make this? And I did. I had the Bad Romance crowd, and she did point at me. Like I think she knew.
It was just revolutionary how Gaga was with her
So
music
cool. She
videos.
was so
Like
cool.
compared to all the artists that decade.
Yeah, you could. There's a point in time where you can see where Gaga made pop. Like
Yes.
pop was weird again.
And then now everyone's kind of followed that trend
Yep.
and wanted to be part of that unique
Ooh,
artsy
I'm
vibe.
obsessed with her.
Artsy fartsy.
Yeah, she literally was artsy fartsy musical theater girl. She really is.
That is so
That's
true.
why I loved her though, because I'm an artsy fartsy musical theater girl.
And then, is that your first tattoo too? Was
Yeah,
the
my Lady
Gaga?
Gaga tattoo is my first tattoo.
She knew before Gaga blew
I
up,
got that
guys.
with a fake ID on my skull. And I don't know why nobody stopped me. The tattoo artist even looked at my fake ID, looked at me, and went, "On your skull? If you don't cry, I'll do it for free." And I was like, bet. And I did not, but I had a migraine for like 2 days because it just vibrated against my head for
Oh my
hours.
gosh. Should
I'd
we?
do it again. I would do it again.
I mean, I think it's the coolest
I would do it
tattoo
again.
you
I
ever
mean, I
had.
can't stop getting tattoos, so I would do it again.
I still don't have a tattoo. I'm working
Let's
on
do it.
it.
I hindsight being what it is, I wish I made better tattoo choices, but now I'm like, now it's fun. Now
Yeah.
it's fun and I just get
I
like
don't
a
overthink
pumpkin
it.
for
That's
fun.
my issue. I just need to just
Yeah,
whatever I'm feeling.
just do it. That's what I'm doing now with tattoos. Like I see a cute little guy and I'm like, put that on my wrist. That'll be fun.
Like I for sure am getting a Sailor Moon tattoo. I have
We
to
could go get
decide.
them together.
That is
I want to
true.
get the symbol. I want the Mars symbol.
Oh, that would be
But
perfect.
then also I'm like, and I want a Sailor Moon pinup, and I want a thing of Artemis and Luna, and I want like I could
Yes.
get a Sailor Moon just covering of my body if I
Yes, and
could.
have sleeves of Sailor
I
Moon.
really could.
And just
I'm
be
obsessed with her. No, you're gonna see this flub with this half. I paid for this. I'm not working out
no,
for
I'm
it.
just picturing
I'm
like
not working
regardless,
out.
even if it's right now, it's fine.
Y'all go see it. I paid for it. The beach, you'll get whatever body I bring it.
I love it.
It's true though.
No, for sure. I'm
Okay,
trying to
no.
think of how it was back then too, because there was a pho place. Because I think you had your first pho place with me when I invited you.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
did. I thought we went to Pho Kuong for the first time
No, it was
together.
in more. My dad actually remembered the restaurant
You're
more.
right. There was that one in Moore near that old
Yeah,
town.
I
I can't remember what it's
remember.
called either, but that was the first time I had pho.
Because I
I
was,
think it's the first time I had anything
my dad
Vietnamese.
reminded me because he was like, "No, you had pho when you were young," and I was like, "Oh yeah."
Okay. I forgot.
I was
I
like,
think
"Oh
I do remember that because
no!"
I didn't realize that spring rolls weren't fried, and I was so confused when they came out clear. And I was like,
Like, what
how
am
do
I doing
you
this?
do I fry it at the
It was a
table?
peanut butter sauce.
Yeah, and I never had peanut butter and stuff like that either, so it was so good.
It was
And then
definitely
I think
different.
you told me about Thai food, and I was like, they put peanuts in that? Oh, I'm in.
Oh, Thai
I
food. What
do love
sounds good
Thai
for
food.
Thai?
Bistro 37 is really
Yes.
good.
Um,
I'm really guilty of like I don't know the Thai places I go to, but I will go to deliveries. I'm like 5 stars. I'll read those reviews and I'm like, tell me about your Thai green curry because that's the one that I want, or the basil green. I'm like, I want that.
the number one, I believe, is Thai House.
I have had a lot of Thai house.
And there's a second one that's a similar name because I always get them mixed up.
Ooh, maybe Thai food sounds good
Yeah.
today.
Oh, no, I want
I
Thai food.
know Thai food
I
sounds
my
bomb.
favorite meal or whatever you call it growing up was pad Thai.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
your favorite like thing to
Yeah,
eat?
whenever there's like, what's your favorite food? And I
Pad
would be
Thai.
like, pad Thai. That was before I
I
discovered
would
pho.
always Mexican food. I'm always
And I'm
Mexican
like,
food
fine.
down. Tacos down.
Oh yeah, tacos number two for sure.
Yeah, of Mexican food all the
I
time.
can't survive without tacos.
I can't.
A world without tacos, no,
It's a
thank you.
problem. And anytime Cody will be like, "What do you want to eat?" Taco, Mexican food, tacos, taco again.
I mean, I can do breakfast tacos. I
Any
can do night
day, any
tacos. Just
day.
be a good taco.
Yeah.
You know, the white people taco. I mean,
There's a time and a place because sometimes, like those little McCormick ones, they
yeah,
do hit. They
yeah,
are good.
but it's not the same,
It's
guys.
not the same. Yeah, no.
No one's
Not until
actual
you get like a
barbecue.
real El Pastor though. Like my mom has helped grill it and stuff all
Oh,
day. Like it's so
uh,
good.
I need your mom's cooking
I
now.
know. I need your mom's cooking again now too.
I'm sure you know that she feeds you
Right.
every
And
time.
your family, like my family doesn't throw parties, but your family would party. Like there'd be karaoke at your stuff. I feel like you had like the floor DDR thing at one
We did.
point. And I would be like, Mom, you have to drop me off at Gigi's immediately. I'm spending the summer there.
We played video
It was
games.
so fun.
My mom always like cooked pizza too, and
Yes.
would cut
She
it
was
with
the
the
first person I
scissors.
ever saw cut something with scissors. And I was like,
And I thought that was normal, guys. I didn't know it
well, I
wasn't
think it's one of
normal.
those like Asian culture things. Like, because now
Because
that
she
I've
used
lived
scissors for
for
everything.
cutting, but and she had kitchen scissors, and I was like, this is so cool. This is so cool.
It was
And it
so
was
funny.
always good pizza too. She would make any kind of nationality food so good.
And I always dip it in ranch.
Oh wait, oh, all the time.
You're from Oklahoma. If you
You're
didn't know,
dipping
you
in
know.
ranch. You're dipping it in ranch. Oh yeah, if you're a real Oklahoma, you're getting Mazio's ranch too. Not good.
Oh gosh.
Not good pizza.
Oh man. I'm trying to remember my first I think it was Domino's, honestly.
Yeah, we were probably a Domino's or a Pizza Hut family too. I can't remember either.
But if I remember loving Marco's.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
had yeah, Marco's is good too. But we were like once Amazio's open and more, we were a Mazio's family because of the buffet. The
Yes.
buffet.
Buffet was a different time,
Hmm.
guys.
Yeah. Back before the pandemic, you could go get a buffet. I guess they're opening up now
Are they? I
too.
don't even know. I haven't been into like Amazio's or
Yeah,
like
I can't think of the last
the
buffets I
last
went to were in Vegas.
my last buffets are Asian restaurants like
Oh
Golden
yeah, Golden
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Oh my gosh. I guess a few weeks ago, one, I don't know which location, I think they have three or four in Oklahoma, one closed. And Cody's family was like, we have to start going to Golden Phoenix more. We can't let this happen. I was like, okay, one
No.
out of the five places they own. Like, that's not the same thing.
It's just very
It
hopeful
is so good
to be
though.
like,
You
okay,
can
we're
get,
all meeting here.
yeah, and you could get any nationality of Asian food at those too. So
And
good.
you're like, okay, sushi, shrimp.
Their pho station is good too.
Yes. And just
The
a huge
tiny
thing of
bowl.
rice.
Yeah, the big rice, the giant rice cooker. That's how they do the rice at Soul Pocha. It's like a huge rice cooker, and I'm like, I just want to lay down in it. I bet it's soft and warm. It's a
I
really
now
good
have a
rice.
drawing idea, but should
Yes,
be
just
anime
me and a
Jasmine on
little.
rice.
I would love
So I'm
that.
gonna do that.
You could
Scoring
totally.
that.
I would just have me sleeping in different foods because that's what food does to me.
Same.
I love it though. Okay, I guess veering away from like Asian foods and Eastern foods, we could go back Western, even though I said I don't very often eat American.
Ah,
I do love
okay.
a burger, and
Yes.
Oklahoma's got beef down. Like our burgers here are so
That
good.
is true, guys.
Burgers are bomb.
Yes. If you're
Like,
visiting Oklahoma, you gotta try burger.
yeah, you have to. Even though it's a chain, I think it's like an Oklahoma original though, the Garage. So, so good
Yes.
and so many options.
Uh,
But a real down local one that I love is I love New State Burgers.
yes.
We went to there
Uh,
together. We went that
that
was
was
my
like
first time there
that
when
was
we
like
went.
altered my brain
It's
eating
so
that
good.
burger.
Their burgers are so
I
good.
think they have gluten-free buns, so I want to go
I
back
do think they do now.
and just try it again.
Yes, but also even if you don't get the bread there, they're like tots are so
Yes.
good. Those fried banana peppers are good. Like
Oh,
it's the sides for me there
yes.
too. The burgers are the peak, but the sides are
Like they had good fries too, right?
yeah, their
Yeah.
fries are really good too. I don't
Uh,
think they have anything bad.
need to go back.
And they always do like really fun drink menus. I went recently and everything's Christmas in there and they have a whole Christmas menu. And you can go next door to it. They have that little speakeasy, good for a few. Amazing drinks in there too. Shout out to Charlie. Those drinks are perfect.
Yeah, didn't you have like favorite cocktails that you and Cody would get too?
See, we always get something different there every time. I haven't gotten any favorites yet, but truly there's been no wrong answers. Like I just kind of what's nice there is their servers and their bartenders will be like, "What are you feeling like? Do you want this and this?" "Oh, I recommend that." I'm like, "Yes. Whatever you
You're like,
say."
yeah, I trust you.
Whatever you
Trust
say.
you in my
And
life.
then every time I get it, I'm like, this is the best drink I've ever had. And then I get another one. I'm like, this is the best drink I've ever had.
It just keeps getting
It's
better.
so good. They did a new holiday menu too that's really tasty.
Okay, if I have time for the
Yes.
remainder of the year, I need
Right.
to
I
go.
know. This time, well, you got to sneak away for a beverage. Beverage and a burger.
Oh, that sounds so good right now too.
Yes.
But for sure, the recent place we went to is Sparks because it's
Yes.
near the park, right?
Yeah, I think it's in Scissor Tail Park.
Yeah,
It's like right at the near the stage.
it's so cute in there. And
Yes. Did you get the pink fries?
I did get the pink
What'd
fries.
you
I really
think?
like
They're
them.
so cute.
I just love any kind of fries covered in stuff.
I love sauce. That's why I love
Yes.
ranch. I love buffalo. Like I love
Like,
sauces.
if you mess up fries,
What are
you're
we
good.
doing? And they do a good crinkle cut fry, which I know it is everywhere, but an Oklahoma
It's
staple.
different
A
there.
crinkle cut fry is so
I don't
good.
know why. Like it was just good. Like I
They're
was raving
awesome.
it. And they had I didn't know at the time there's a gluten-free menu.
I didn't know
So I
that
had to
either at
ask. But
Spark.
they have like the salads and the salads, the
Yeah.
croutons are the fries. They're tiny bits of
They're
fries.
potato. I didn't
And it's
realize that.
delicious.
I've only ever had the chicken strips, the pink fries, and then I got like a milkshake there, and it was
I haven't
so
tried their
good.
milkshake yet.
So tasty. I'm boring. I just did a strawberry, but it was
Oh,
so, so
I
good.
know.
I love like if I'm going to a place, I'm like, I want a regular. Oh, another good, and I know it's a chain and a staple. Brahms. I'll
Oh
die for a
yes.
Brahms.
I didn't know that wasn't commonly known when I went
Only in
to
Tuttle,
California.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They only have restaurants where they can drive to because the dairy is fresh.
Yes.
Did you ever get to go through as a kid the Brahms factory?
No.
Growing up, my daycares would take like we'd do the 2 hour drive out to Tuttle, and you could try ice cream. You get to meet the cows. They show you because they make the buns, the bread, everything there. It's really fun if you forget to go to the. I don't know if you can still tour the factory,
I
but
know.
back in my
Anyone
day
have
in the early
Brahms or like
90s,
we'll
Brahms,
go
please,
visit.
Brahms sponsor us. Oh my God,
Love
I'll wear
that.
the pink straws, please. But Brahms burgers, they always hit the spot.
No, my favorite thing before the gluten stuff was getting their breakfast
Yeah,
burritos.
so I only recently started to try their breakfast and it is really good.
It's so
Their
addictive.
sausage is bomb. Yep, I keep getting the little sandwiches. They're really
Yes.
good.
I miss it so much.
Right.
I try to recreate it with a gluten-free tortilla. It's still not the same.
It's hard. Oh,
I'll figure it out.
we will. Gluten-free technology will get better and better.
Praying.
I think it's the similar as to like, because remember when vegan cheese was really terrible and
Yeah.
now it's really good?
Oh, it's terrible. Man. Yeah, it tasted like Play-Doh.
Yeah, now you can go to Loaded Bowl and get their like mac and cheese,
Yes,
the fake
cashew.
cheese.
Cashew cheese is where it's at.
So good.
Yeah. You're like, are
So
you
good.
sure this is this tastes like
One
cheese?
time I got I think they used jackfruit to make their pulled pork.
Yes.
I was like, there's no way this isn't
Yes.
pork. And
Yes.
their barbecue sauce is good too.
Oh,
So tasty there. If you're vegan, go to
yeah.
the Loaded
I'm
Bowl.
really proud of our vegan scene in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I feel like vegetarian and vegan options were always huge. Like even when we were younger, I think it's closed now, but remember the Earth Cafe in
Oh my
Norman?
God.
I didn't know they were vegetarian for the longest time, but we would go often and I was like, oh, Plaid
Yeah.
Cafe had tons of vegetarian stuff too.
It's just very glad that there's options.
Yeah,
Even though
so
not vegetarian, but just wanting all those
something.
vegetables in and
Yes,
delicious.
something. Yeah, they are delicious. So good.
What else? Okay. So we did
Yeah.
burgers.
We did taco, we did ramen, we did pho.
I've never been a huge pizza. I know we were talking about all the chain restaurant
Yeah.
pizza, but is there a local pizza place?
Yes. The Saucy Sicilian. It started out as a truck, but now it's got that little standalone. I believe it's off of 16th and Classen. I can't remember where exactly. But if you go in, they have like the pizza up. You can sit at the pizza bar and watch them pull out your pizza. They do fresh focaccia in there too.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and they do it went really viral this year, but they do that pickle pizza.
Pickle pizza.
Yeah, they do like
Oh,
a spicy pickle pizza.
yeah, I saw that on TikTok. Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh,
It's so good.
man.
Yeah, but they went and they've been on like Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives, Food Network. Like they're so, so good. And I also love Pizzeria Gusto off of 23rd next to the pump.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I've been
love a
there
traditional
once. Yeah.
Italian pizza
That
place like
is
that.
really good.
So
I love
good.
Empire.
Oh yes,
And
we had Empire this past weekend and it's so
they
good.
have
Giant
I'm so
pizzas.
glad they have a gluten-free pizza. So thank you guys.
Yay!
But
I love
it's still
that.
so pricey because like
Yeah, it's pricey even non-gluten
well
for there too.
because like I met with friends and they're getting the $3 pizza slices and I have to order a whole thing.
A whole
But I can
pizza.
just take it home and eat it.
True.
And I'm just glad I have an option,
Yeah,
right?
at least you get to take it.
Not just watch them eat pizza and like
You just get the
forget.
giant meatball and only eat that.
I picture it like this and just like
Yeah.
taking a
It
bite.
comes in like a big bowl. It's huge.
I didn't know it was real. There's a real
Yeah.
meatball. I didn't know it was
Yes.
actually.
Empire does a giant meatball as like an appetizer.
What?
It's so good.
I probably can't have that either, because usually meatballs are like need a breadcrumb as a binder.
I don't know if it has breadcrumb because it is just on a plate. It's a giant meatball.
Well, no, like to mush it
Mush
together
it
to keep
together.
it as a
Yeah, I
ball. It's
guess.
usually breadcrumbs for
I know they
meatballs.
put like egg in it because the girl was like, it has
Yeah, it would
eggs.
be eggs and breadcrumbs and meat.
Interesting. Well,
I mean, if you guys make it with,
yeah,
I will try it.
we will, and I will help you eat the giant meatball.
Meatball.
Go to Empire and have
Lady
a
in the
giant
Tramp,
meatball.
like just push on our
Yeah.
noses.
We get to use our whole face. It's huge.
We'll figure it out.
Yes, but really anywhere kind of like in the Plaza District because Empire's right there too. Like I love the Mule
Oh,
for
the mule. Oh,
sandwiches and stuff. Another
yes.
place with wonderful sides. They have my favorite tomato soup in the city, I think, too.
Oh man, what else is in Plaza? There's so many things.
Margarita Garden is good. Aurora is really good.
We're Oxy ice cream, right? That's
Roxy's
so
ice
good.
cream, yes. And they I'm not dairy free, but they do such good sorbet. They have like a raspberry one they do in the summer. It's so
I'm
good.
supposed to be doing dairy free. I'll get there. I look at it.
Same. I get told also that the like you need to do less dairy, and I'm like, that sign won't stop me because I can't read. Like you can't stop me. Ugh, I don't get as bad tummy aches from it. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I can't part with it. It's a
Yeah.
treat.
It's so good.
It is.
I was told though, as long as it's like high quality dairy.
Yes,
And
that's
again,
what I try to make sure of
Oklahoma,
too.
we're
Yeah,
pretty good about
all
that.
of our cattle stuff, yeah, all of our dairy and all of our beef is so, so good here.
Oh, now I want a burger and a milkshake.
Brahms is, I've got two Brahms either side of us. They're all maybe 5 minutes away.
I don't even know if they have gluten-free fryers, so
I don't know
I would have
either.
to Google that.
Yeah.
Brahms, let me know.
Yeah, Brahms. Brahms just email me.
Brahms, tag us.
Yes. But yeah, they're so good. And they've got like the Brahms eggnog is so good too.
Ooh, I don't think I've tried it. My mom
Hmm
was really into eggnog. I'll have to try it again as an adult.
It's really only this time of year for me that I'm like, ooh, eggnog. Ooh, we did, speaking of Christmassy things, have you seen that Miracle pop up?
Uh, no.
We went to it last night.
Did we? I don't remember.
It's in Social Capital, that bar that's right near the OKC Convention Center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it looks like Christmas threw up in there. It is so like presents hanging from the ceiling, tinsel. I think I saw like 5 Christmas trees, giant Christmas bulbs everywhere. And the drinks are, well, not all, they still have their regular bar as well. And I think Social Capital is crazy because they have like 60 beers on tap. It's the whole room is beer.
No, definitely like
Hmm
Oklahoma's really good with Christmas decorations
Yes.
and like the
Well, the Miracle
lights and
pop-ups are
everything.
national.
Oh,
Yeah, like a Christmas team comes and does it.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I mean, I'm sure they use local people because they also had the Pride of Oklahoma came, the OU Sooners band and the cheerleaders were there. It was crazy. But their Christmas drinks were so good and they come in like Christmas glasses and mugs and
Any of them came in an ornament because that would be
yeah.
so cool.
Some came in like those big light bulbs, like there were shots that were made with those old glass bulbs. And I was like, that's so cute.
I, again, I love Oklahoma's like Christmas spirit.
Yeah. I think it's
Even if
also
I'm
kind of
not
like
there yet mentally.
yeah, I'm not huge on it, but I was like, we're here. It's walking distance from the convention. Let's
You're
go.
like, wow, you guys get so good.
Yeah, I was like, wow. That's why like Christmas threw up. It is so Christmassy in here. Wow.
And definitely the holiday pop-up shops.
Yes.
I
Oh,
love
Katie
holiday
Bugs
pop-up shops.
hot chocolate. I believe they make their marshmallows.
They
Correct me if
do.
I'm wrong.
They do.
Okay, good. That pumpkin spice one is so good.
They're all good. And then they do the
And
tea.
they're huge,
Yeah, and yeah, like huge
huge
ones that you
marshmallows.
can buy too.
Yeah,
Like
you can get
separate.
packs.
I might do that actually.
Yeah, I've done that for hot chocolate boxes before for people too.
That
Just like
is
bought
really
Swiss Miss
smart.
and then give them the nice marshmallow.
Here you go.
Yeah, here's a mug too. Merry Christmas.
Fancy.
Yeah, I put this together for you.
It's the go-to is to get that and then you just walk around and you get your
Yeah,
chocolate.
and just or not even if you shop, just look at stuff
Yeah,
too.
no,
Because
you
there's
don't
so
have to
many
get into it.
amazing vendors to see as well.
Yeah, I definitely there was a lot of ones where like supported the homeless,
Yep.
which was really cool. So I bought an OKC sweatshirt.
Yeah.
So definitely check it out. If you guys never gone, you have to
Yeah,
for
and
the
they do it
holidays.
every year. They've done it for
Yes.
like 5 or
And
6
it's getting
years.
bigger, and it's
Yes.
amazing.
They used to be just in those like small igloos and now they have
Yeah.
them outside of it, so it's getting bigger and bigger.
It's a two igloos now, and then like just a lot of tents because there's so many
Yeah,
vendors
there's
that
tons of vendors.
and it varies like every weekend
Yes.
whenever they start. So
Okay, so we've kind of talked about, all of the regular food places. Let's get a little fancy.
all the fancy
All the
places.
fancy places, because I feel like Oklahoma's having a weird resurgence of really fancy places. Like, I love Cheever's Cafe, and
Yes.
now they're opening a second
They
location.
are?
Yeah, in Tulsa.
Oh,
Yeah, so
awesome.
that's a fancy one that's getting really good. I also love, have you ever been to Stella's Italian?
No, that's been on my list though.
You usually need a reservation for it.
Okay.
But it's so, so good. Their chicken lasagna is insane. They cut the chicken like thin as the noodle, so you
Mm.
can't tell. I think some of it you might be able to get it without the noodles and just have it be the chicken.
Mm.
It's so, so
That
good.
sounds
I do too, but I mean, it was such a thin texture that I was like, this chicken is so good. I would just eat it as noodles.
interesting.
It's like really shaved, so good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another fancy one. I do a fancy place that I've never been that I have an opinion about though.
Yes.
So there's that JK by Chef King place that I've seen
Yes.
you've got, several of my friends have gone to, not only you. And just an opinion that I have is if you put gold foil on it, I just don't think it's that good.
Yeah.
It's usually for the flash and the glitter of it all. And that's just me. I've still
Yeah.
never been there. I'm willing to be proven wrong.
I want to try it again because
When we go again, we
definitely,
should go together.
yes, agreed. but it's definitely very beautiful inside. I
Yes, it
can't
looks like a
confirm that.
dream.
Yeah, I know they took a lot of time to design the
They put your
inside.
face on a drink if you ask. That's
Yes.
crazy.
But I didn't know, again, one of those places they have a separate gluten-free menu. I'm like, why can't you guys just mark it on the menu?
Or
Or
even say, like, ask for our gluten-free
yeah,
menu
I
on the
didn't
menu.
know. I didn't know. And if there was
Ugh,
text, sorry, I missed it. Oh.
I would have, yeah.
But it was okay. I can't remember what I got. But my sister tried the kimchi fried rice.
Hmm.
And she said it was good. It wasn't like mind-blowing. And then she also got the gold burger, the 24 carat burger or something
Yeah,
like
whatever
that.
one has the gold.
She said it was okay.
That's what I always hear is that, like, the atmosphere, gorgeous. The drinks are I always hear are very, very good. But the food is just,
Yeah, it's okay.
and if I'm gonna spend
A lot of
a
money.
lot of
And it
money,
was pretty
if it's about to
pricey.
be like a $250 night, that food better be so good.
It
The
has to
food
be
has to be
good.
so good.
And everyone was still nice, and it was cool. Like the check came in like a little treasure box.
Oh, okay, that is cute. See, I love attention to detail like that. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
One of the drinks had like that my sister got because it was her birthday, and it was like a little bubble, and when you pop it, like all this air
Oh,
comes out, and it looked really
like the
cool. Yeah,
Smokies.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
I don't know how
cool.
you explain that.
I don't, that's why I was like, ooh, it sounds very, it always looks like every time I see a video of it and stuff, I'm like, it's very pretty. But
Yeah,
then I ask a friend, I'm like, how was it? They're like, it was okay.
yeah.
It was okay.
The only one I've heard was I had actually had a friend, and they said that their chicken came undercooked. Yeah,
Oh,
and they had to send it back, and I think they got a little bit of an attitude or pushback. But again, I wasn't there. This is
yeah.
just what I heard.
That's why I'm saying, I'm like, that's why I was like, I have an opinion on a place I've never been. But
And I want to give it another chance
I
though.
want to give it a chance too. But I think I'm just like holding my purse, like, what do you mean it's not incredible? It's expensive.
It's so pretty
It does look
too.
beautiful.
It's just like a good Instagram photo type place. I just
Hmm.
wish the food matched that energy.
Another fancy one you went to that 24/7, right? How was
Yes, I
that?
actually went there again the second
Oh, great.
time.
I remember the first one that what'd you call it? Filet mignon. That's
Yes,
crazy
it
cool.
was really delicious.
And very Instagram inside.
Yeah, so they come out with like a teapot of the pho, and they pour it on the noodles
So
for you.
cool.
And I'm like, wait, what? Because they came out with just the noodles. I was like, did I order wrong?
Yeah, did
Like
I get the
this.
wrong thing?
And then it comes out with it, and he just pours it in. And I'm like, this is fancy.
Ooh.
What's happening?
Have you been to Kuramen Ramen?
No, I haven't.
So I went not I mean, we did also have ramen, my friend did, and I tried it. I got the omiraisu. And they
Ooh.
do the thing where they come and cut it in front of you, but I wasn't ready for it, and it was very similar. I was like, did I order the wrong thing? And then they like put it onto my plate and cut it, and I was like, oh, I did order the right thing.
Oh, how was it? I've
It's
been wanting
really
to try
tasty.
omni rice.
It was so good. I really, really liked it. And I got the one that had like pork katsu. So underneath it, it was like crunchy pork and then the rice. It was really good. And their
Uh,
ramen was tasty.
Again, it's
I
just like,
definitely want to go back for my own bowl of ramen, but that omiraisu was good.
see, ramen again is ruined for me because I've been to Japan. So that's my
Right.
issue is
That's
like I'm
hard.
such a high level.
I
So I have to kind of like take my brain out of that and be
That's
like,
kind of
okay,
how
how
I
is
feel with
it?
Mexican food sometimes too. It's like
Makes
my
sense.
mom makes Mexican food. I go to hole in the wall places that get the best. So when somewhere's like uppity about it, I'm like, it's not even good.
Like talking about the little trays, if the tacos come on
Oh yeah,
the
if your
metal tray.
tacos come on that little triangle V thing, I just feel like if a taco is more than $4, I'm like, it's not. It's not
Not
really a
worth it.
taco anymore. We've lost the plot. Are
Yes.
there any other fancy places you've been to recently too?
So for Thanksgiving, and this is like because I wanted my everyone knows Oklahoma has tornadoes, right? So
Yes.
unfortunately their neighborhood was hit by a tornado. They're
They're
fine.
good. Everything's okay in the
Yes.
Victoria household again. I was free when she texted me about it. I was like, "What do you mean?"
I know. I
We
was
grew up
freaking
in
out.
more. Like we grew up at more original in the middle of in the middle of Tornado Alley. So
And
I'm so glad your parents were okay
I know because
and their house was
they're
okay.
still in the same house that I grew up in. So it
Yeah. And
was
we
like,
have friends in a neighborhood a few streets away that
yeah,
lost homes. So I'm really
it's
grateful
just
they
really
were okay.
sad.
But for their Thanksgiving, what'd you try to do?
Yeah, so because we didn't want to be in the neighborhood, I wanted to give my mom a break.
Yeah, give them
So
something nice.
Pearl Mesta, which is at the Skirvin Hilton. they had a Thanksgiving special, you know, and I'm like, we never tried this before. Let's go
Yeah,
try
it's
it.
pretty new. It just opened this year, I believe.
Yeah, and it's beautiful with the
Mhm.
onion side. I'm actually friends with Chef Black's wife, so that's why I asked and then reached out to her. I'm like, hey, would you mind helping me make a reservation? And that's what happened.
Great.
And we got there, we got dressed up, and I completely forgot how the Skirvin has this beautiful tree in the lobby.
Gorgeous.
So
And
of
theirs is
course,
like the huge 20-foot
yeah,
Skirvins. If you're ever walking around downtown at Christmas, just peek in, go look at that red piano, get a drink.
yes. And
It's
you know,
beautiful at
someone was playing a
Christmas.
piano, and it was like,
Oh,
oh, this is
the
perfect.
Skirvin is like what I imagine New York is like in Christmas. Like it's just out of a book.
It is like, and that was my first job. We'll talk more about that.
Yeah, more on that.
But like we ordered food and they had like different pretty much entrees. You had your appetizer, your main, and then your dessert.
Hmm.
And I didn't realize how not so gluten friendly they were. And they were really nice. They came up with alternatives, but it was really pricey. It was 75 per person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Usually those like prefix ones are pretty high.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, and it was still the best thing for me was the deviled eggs,
Hey,
you
I
know,
if they're right, they're right.
but it was only a little bit of deviled eggs. And then
That's one thing I hate about fine dining is I feel like the servings are sometimes really
I'm
little.
used to, you know, Thanksgiving, you're like,
Oklahoma food.
like a
Yeah.
huge tray. And
Big, you get leftovers.
yes, and there was no leftovers.
Oh.
Um, I tried the turkey, and then for me, it was mainly like those fried potatoes, and it looked like the fried potatoes you get for breakfast. So I think they did that, and they didn't explain that to me,
Sure.
but I'm glad they were trying to make sure I didn't have gluten. Like it's a mixed
They,
reaction.
they they were trying to make it work, but it wasn't worth the money,
Yeah.
which is hard.
Well, meanwhile, everyone else had mashed potatoes, so I was confused. So I guess there's gluten in their mash.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
because I ordered like the Thanksgiving plate and it was
Yeah,
supposed to be like, you know,
gluten friendly.
yeah, and anyway, they were I let them know and that's why they rearranged. It's just there was no communication on that. So
Hmm.
and then they didn't have the flourless chocolate cake. It was all
No.
gone. So it was ice cream. So it was literally deviled eggs,
And
turkey, potatoes, and ice cream
ice cream. And
for
that's not what you want for
$75.
Thanksgiving.
Everyone else had a great time.
Okay. Oh, good. I was gonna be like, did your mom have fun?
Well, of course, my mom is very big on like taking pictures at fancy
Yes.
plates.
I think that's where you get it from too. Like you're
Yeah,
both
I'm the same
so
way.
visual. I love it though because I forget to take pictures. So I'm like, oh thank God Gigi's here.
I'm just a visual
I
storyteller,
love it.
and so I like to take pictures. My sister's the same way.
Yes.
I
Your
think
family is so creative.
my dad's a big photographer
Hmm.
guy, and it's funny because, you know, my sister's fiance, because she just got engaged recently, I was looking at him like, how do you feel with a family that
Of
just takes a lot of
photos. I love
pictures?
it. I love your family. I think I'm in like more childhood pictures with your family than mine because your family does way more pictures
I do have a lot of photos
of
with
me
you.
as a kid. Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
I like it though. I think that's so fun because your mom would be like, Jazmine, get in there with the cousins, and I would be all of these Filipino people, and
Jasmine.
then me, and then like a couple of the neighborhood friends, which were usually white girls, and we were all like, hi, in the photos. We're
I'm
cousins too.
Paul. She's
Yeah,
like,
and your
don't
mom's
touch
giving
him.
me food to take home.
Well, so the other issue with
Yeah.
Thanksgiving dinner, so I guess because, and this is a guess, usually you make the reservation online or through the app, and I'm guessing they put a hold on the card. Since I went through someone I knew, there wasn't a hold.
Uh-huh.
So, and we broke up that bill, right? I don't want one person paying for all of us. That was too
Right.
much.
And that's
There's
a it's an
7 of us.
expensive meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we split the bill, but they ran my husband's card first. And I guess they put the hold of over
Onto
$700.
the one. Oh my
So
God.
incredibly stressful because the following day was the baby medal.
Oh no. And that show was so good. Shout out to Baby
We'll
Metal.
talk about that show in another
Yeah, on the
episode.
concert one. When we talk about Lady Gaga, we will talk about Baby Metal.
Yes. But it was stressful because we're in the
Oh my,
merch
that is so
line.
stressful.
Yeah.
Yes. Or even just to park,
No, like
to do anything at the
so
show.
that was already on hold. And then when we're in that merch line is when they took out his portion. So it was like 200 for both of us.
Yeah.
So it's 700 plus 200, so that's
$900
$900.
hold.
And we had rent due. So it was
It was
incredibly
the
stressful.
way Thanksgiving fell this year was like the 28th. We saw Baby Metal on the 29th, and then the first was literally
Yes.
Monday or Sunday.
Yes. So I had to be, luckily, the friend that got me, a reservation got me in touch with the restaurant manager. They were all
Good.
really nice. Like, and
Good.
they handled it. It was
I've always
just
heard
so
the service at
stressful.
all of those the chef Andrew Black restaurants is always incredible. So that's at least good that the
Yeah,
service
it
was
was
good.
really nice. I think he was also new, at least that's the
It's a
vibe I
brand new
got.
restaurant.
Yeah. And he was nervous. And of
Aw.
course, like me and
Nervous and a big
yeah.
table.
And I think it was just so busy. It's Thanksgiving. He's working on
Yeah.
a holiday. That's why I was trying to be nice. I don't like anyone working on a
It's
holiday. Like
stressful.
as a server, I don't want you having a bad time. I
Of
don't want us
course.
being rude to a server.
At all.
So, I was looking at a bell because we were all like, he looks like an actor, and we were trying to look at the server, and the server comes to the table to refill the water, and my mom goes, "You look like Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriend."
Jake Gyllenhaal?
I was like, "Mom, no." And it was, he wasn't
This
even an
poor.
actor. He was just like, "Okay,
Thank
I'll
you
have to look it up." And she doesn't even know the name of this
of the
person.
ex-boyfriend.
And she showed the photo, and I was like, I don't even know
That
who
doesn't
that
even look like
is.
that man. Because I was
I
like, what
love you,
actors
mom.
did she date? I
Yeah,
do.
she dated
I
a
love you
lot.
too, Gigi's mom.
She dated a lot,
You know
though.
what? Shout out Taylor Swift. I'm the same
Yeah,
way. What's up, girl?
that's fine. It's
Yeah.
just like, which one, mom?
Yeah, people I need more say what movie he's in.
I don't think he was an actor. He didn't
Hmm.
look like it. I don't know. I have to look it up
We'll have to
again. But
find him again.
anyway, that was the experience because I was like, Mom, you're not usually talkative either. So
Yeah,
she
what
didn't
an
really drink. So
adventure.
I was very confused. Like, what are you
What a
saying?
time. Just you fell into like a weird, strange
It was a
dimension
big
at that restaurant.
restaurant.
Oh, the skirvin is so interesting though. I think that's cool.
Yeah. And it definitely brought back memories walking in because again, I used to
Yes.
work there.
Yeah, because you said it was your first job there, right?
Yes, after college. So I graduated and I was looking for an HR job because that was what my degree was in.
Mhm.
And were hiring for an HR coordinator. So I worked in the basement.
Yeah, and the
And
Skirvin is like the oldest hotel
yes,
downtown, and everyone knows. And you can look up like NBA players even have said like when they've come to play the Thunder and they stay at the Skirvin because it's one of the nicest hotels downtown.
yes,
That there's like a certain haunted room, haunted floors, like all of that. So it's like,
yeah.
I think when I remember when you told me, I was like, you work at the Skirvin? I need to know everything.
Yes, and we could probably, honestly, we should do a video there. That would be really
Oh my
fun.
gosh, go ghost
That
hunt.
way I could show you where it
Where it
was.
was.
So, my experience with the ghost, so I do agree it is haunted. I don't work there anymore. I say
Yeah,
whatever I want. Uh,
I didn't sign any NDAs with a ghost.
anyway, so when you go down there, there's this little area that I pass by before I get to the my office. And it's like a little nook and it leads to like I think there's a utility closet maybe. It's been so long. And I always thought I saw a little boy there, like with a little ball.
That every time you like my arm starts to like every I'm like ugh.
I know. And then it turns out I'm not the only person that sees this little boy. And I always thought I was just tired.
In the
Like I thought I
morning, it's early, it's dark.
because I think the pool was down there. I don't know. There's another public area and there's also like the it leads out to those tunnels
Yes,
underground.
that you can
Yeah,
go
so it's
in
not like
Oklahoma City, you can go underground through a lot of tunnels that connect to like old buildings or other stuff like that, just from like the
and I
old
know my
oil
mom loved
times.
working there and
Yeah, I have
there's
friends
just
that
like a
work at
Chinese
OG and E that
restaurant
use
down there.
them.
Yes, it's just really
It's
cool.
cool.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
But definitely that would happen,
Oh my
and
gosh.
um, we would leave like the little Sensi wall plugins. Like we would make sure those are off before we leave, and we would come back and they were turned on.
No, no.
But the thing is,
Ghost, you can't burn my office down.
we're
No.
like, I know I turned that off. I
Yes.
know for sure. So the thing is, the ghost that supposedly haunts everyone, haunts people that cheat on their wives. They haunt the bad
So
men.
to those NBA players that have complained about getting bad sleep at the Skirvin, I just think that's really funny and
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
I won't
She
say any of the NBA players, but you can Google them. It's very easy.
she focuses on mainly men.
Men.
Yeah. And I think that I don't know how the little kids connected. I
I
don't
feel
know.
like I always hear that the kid, like women see the kid often.
Oh, interesting.
But I mean, I only ever hear stories. Like this
Yeah.
is just conjecture and
Yeah.
rumors. But I always hear men see the woman and women see the kid.
I think we need to do a video with this girl.
Oh, but I'll do it, but I'll complain the entire time, which is great because like my birthday's Halloween and I love spooky stuff. But I just know if anything spooky happened to me in real life, I would burn that building down. Like I would be on the news. I just
Urban
can't.
Hilton burned down
I
by
can't.
Jasmine.
And they're like, "Ma'am, why did you do it?" I felt scared. I was scared.
Did you not see that little boy?
I was scared.
And I remember him holding a ball, and people said that
He's
he
holding a
holds
ball.
that he wants someone to play with him.
Gross.
I know.
You're like, no.
And I remember telling another coworker that also worked there, she goes, "No, Gigi, I don't see a little boy." What are you
Like,
talking about?
well, excuse me.
I mean, ask so and so, they see it too.
Oh my gosh, that's just. I think on that note, on that spooky little note, we should just wrap that up because it's the worst.
I hope you guys enjoyed our first
Yes,
episode.
thank you for coming over. Here, we have enough drink that we could clink once more. We did it. We got our first one down.
And before I forget, follow us on social media.
Yeah,
So I don't know if TikTok's still gonna be a thing. We'll find out in
we'll
January.
get there. Yeah.
But we have a TikTok, OKC Tea Time. We
Mhm.
have a YouTube, OKC Tea Time. And then I'm Gigi Mayari on Instagram and probably everywhere else. And
And
Jasmine?
I'm Welda Jazmine. I'm mostly private on everything, so you can go ahead and send a request that I'll happily deny.
It's okay.
But I encourage you to follow OKC Tea Time for all of our details and fun things. Gigi is definitely, like she said, the way more visual artist, and she's the one putting in all that hard work on our socials. So
Yes,
like, comment, subscribe. She's making beautiful stuff for us. She's incredible. We did it! Bye, guys!